Kevin Stefanski talked about the challenges of that Chicago defense.
It's a really good scheme. Coach Desai's been there for a long time under Chuck Pagano and Coach Fangio, so you see elements of that. And it's Coach Desai's third game, so we'd expect to see something that we haven't seen to date.
Kevin, you?
So Tim Bielik, you look at that, and there are some eye-popping names on that. Khalil Mack and that defensive front tends to get some pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. When you got Khalil Mack, who's one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, no question that they'll certainly be able to cause some havoc. You also got Robert Quinn on the other side, quality pass rusher as well. I like this Bears team, especially on defense, in some ways to what Washington did against the Browns a year ago. You know, they had a quality front as well, and you see that with Chicago's where Mack and Quinn. You've got Akeem Hicks in the middle of that defensive line. You got Roquan Smith, a linebacker who had a pick six against the Bengals on Sunday. There's a lot to like about this defense. It's certainly going to be the best defense the Browns have faced this season.
Yeah, and another guy that talks about that today, Baker Mayfield, just talked about the challenges that this offense will face with the Bears.
They're extremely talented. I mean, obviously their front is they're a very good front. I mean, they have a lot of depth up front. Linebackers are flowing. I mean, Roquan and Ogletree, they're playing well. I mean, I think Eddie Jackson's a great safety, and they find ways to create plays. And you've seen that over the past couple of weeks with some turnovers and them being very aggressive.
How much of a focus is Khalil Mack?
I mean, he's one of those guys that you got to know where he's at all the time. You know, we're expecting him to be on our right side pretty much the whole time, and just game planning. And that's the type of guy that he's going to get his plays in. You just got to limit it and not let it be a game changer. And that's, you know, luckily we're able to practice against two pretty good guys on the edge as well. But you have to be ready for a guy like Khalil Mack, that's for sure.
And Tim, that's a point that, you know, we overlook a little bit. You've got Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett. They can simulate what Khalil Mack and Robert Quinn are going to do pretty well.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. I mean, there is that benefit to having those two guys that you practice against all the time, you know, to prepare you for edge rushers, great pass rushers. And in a way, this is kind of one of those examples of what you can prepare for. I mean, you could put Myles Garrett and Khalil Mack in that elite tier of pass rushers, no question about it. And it's going to be a test for these tackles. We know Jack Conklin had some struggles in week 2 against the Texans. Whoever plays on the left side, whether it be Jedrick Wills or Blake Hance, they're going to have their hands full as well. So it's really going to be up to the offensive line just to be able to hold steady. We know the Bears are also a very good run defense as well. So the Browns are going to, you know, they're going to have their hands full basically when it comes to handling the Chicago defense. It's just going to come down to some patience from Baker Mayfield, I think, you know, understanding that, you know, they're going to get some plays because that's how good they are. And remember, this was a playoff team a year ago, largely because of the way this defense plays. So you're going against a quality defense. It's just about taking advantage of the opportunities that are presented to you, and just simply, as the old adage goes in football, taking what they give you.